Good morning. Thanks for starting your Monday off with us here on Good Morning Arklamis. I'm Taylor Yakowenko.
And I'm Evan Johnson. The nation's fourth largest city is underwater this morning, and it's only going to get worse. The tropical storm Harvey bringing catastrophic flooding to parts of Texas, especially Houston.
Authorities say the storm has killed at least 2 people in Texas, and the death toll is expected to rise. The National Weather Service says more than 2 feet of rain fell in Houston on Sunday. Harvey's expected to bring up to 50 inches of rain by midweek.
The main message for the people of Louisiana today is to not become complacent, to be very patient. This storm is going to be around for a long time. It is going to still drop a lot of rain in the state of Louisiana.
Governor John Bel Edwards sent a letter to President Donald Trump Sunday requesting he declare an emergency disaster for the state of Louisiana as a result of Tropical Storm Harvey.
The National Weather Service predicting southwest Louisiana will see between 10 and 20 inches of rain in the coming days. Governor Edwards says in part, quote, "The state is taking the necessary steps to provide assistance to those citizens that need it most, but we anticipate needing additional support from the federal government. For the last week, FEMA has been on the ground with Louisiana, and we are grateful for the administration's support as this storm continues to make its way into Louisiana."
And we'll have more on President Trump's response to Harvey's devastation later in the show. But right now we are joined by Dylan Robichaud. Dylan, what is the latest right now?
Yeah, Taylor and Everett, right now the storm's still technically a tropical storm. Some portions of Texas already got close to 3 feet of rain, and they could get another 2 feet on top of that. So just picture, 5 feet, that's like up to my nose, and that's just rainwater. So we're not talking about runoff or anything like that. And the storm's still looking relatively healthy as well. A lot of heavy rain bands still associated with it. You can see right now there are tornado watches and warnings down to the southern part of the state. And you can see as we zoom in a little bit closer to home, we are currently getting engulfed with some of this heavy rainfall this morning. You can see across I-20 right now, light to moderate rainfall, but down to the south and west here are some of those heavier rain bands down towards there. For your day planner today, 72 degrees this morning, a little bit of an east wind at 3 to 5. We're going to look for that moderate rainfall throughout much of the morning hours and throughout the lunchtime hours. 75 degrees. Rain will be tapering off a little bit throughout the later afternoon hours. That's the good news. And throughout later on today, 79 degrees. We'll hold on to a few isolated to widely scattered showers and thunderstorms. Evan and Taylor.
All right, Dylan, thanks so much. Well, here in Ouachita Parish, the Northeast Louisiana Red Cross is on standby to help Harvey victims. They're preparing for every single aspect of relief. The executive director of the Red Cross here in Monroe says they'll need essentials like toilet paper, paper towels, folders, notebooks, and more if and when they go to Texas. Officials with the Red Cross say after last March, they are very familiar with storm damage.
Northeast Louisiana, we've experienced it. We've very recently gone through what Houston is going through right now. Our residents know how that feels and probably have more empathy for the families that are suffering through that right now.
And while the Red Cross services are free for victims, they are not free to provide. Now, they're looking for more volunteers for now and for later. Right now, they say they are waiting to send most of their volunteers to Texas until they see what the damage will be like here in our area. Meanwhile, if you would like to volunteer or donate, you can sign up at redcross.org.
And in Morehouse Parish, a Bastrop church is stuffing their gym with donations for Harvey victims as well. Members of Harmony Baptist Church say they have families in the affected areas and they want to help. They're teaming up with 7 other churches to collect items like food, bottled water, baby necessities, and even pet food.
The last thing they really need to be thinking about then is, how am I going to hydrate myself? How am I going to hydrate my pets? How am I going to feed my pets? How am I going to feed myself when they finally do let them come back in and start cleanup? Because the stores are destroyed down there. They're not going to have easy access to those items.
The church is accepting donations until Thursday. We'll keep you updated on their collection. They'll be leaving Friday to deliver those supplies in Texas.